YouTube, Twitter, um, YouTube, Twitter, uh, Wix, and Mixer. Yes, and I hope you can follow up with me until the end of the live stream. We discuss some hot news today about the big specs. It briefly goes offline, um, and it has some issue with the legal issue. I all I Let's have a look on the main discussion today. Main discussion today is about the big spec briefly goes live is the legal problems. Ransomware used the Trojan to attack the government and companies. BTC activity on the dark web rose by 65% in the first quarter in 2020. This is the same study from some company, and the crypto is the revolutionary developed country to the finance inclusion. And now we go one by one to the main point. So let's have a look of this. Let's have Now let's see to the Big Mac, one of the hottest news this morning, and you and let me share the screen. So can you see the full screen from my side? Let's see. Let's wait for a while. Share the full hottest news now. People like to know what's happening with the Big Mac. What's going on? Will the BitMEX have some issue further? Uh, and now we see now I try to go on the browser and we all can have a look up what's happening happening today. Stream is one and we all to see all the streaming here. Because just now I prepared the full screen or I prepare the full screen, but it's not so up here. Then we see from okay. This news happened 9 hours ago. Some of the traders feel worried about what's happening next. This Mac is one of the top 10 exchanges nowadays, and and some of the traders feel worried. Let me read. This one. You all can see the screen of this trading giant. This Mac briefly went offline just 3 days after being hit by a massive lawsuit, citing trading engine error. Yes, uh, up, after some financial crisis, of chance will will have some issue with the lawsuits, and there's some people can see the BitMEX is at the top 10 one, and major Bitcoin exchange BitMEX went offline early on the May 19th. Uh, it said that the trading error failure. The BitMEX trading engine is currently down. The company twisted around 12:45 UTC time, around 20 minutes after the initial announcement. This BitMEX released an update claiming that all funds are safe, declared orders will be rejected, and no liquidation will occur during downtime. And there's a BitMEX recent legal problem in the US. The outage occurred shortly after BitMEX were hit with a major lawsuit, which was filed by BMA LLC in the United States District Court for the Northern District of California on May 16. Yeah, we all can see a lot of so many exchanges now it has been hit by the lawsuits. That's why the centralized exchange playing with the centralized exchange is look like playing with a fire. Sometimes we can earn a lot from the centralized exchange and it's very convenient for all the trader. And it's very convenient for all the trader. Uh, in the other side of the coin, the centralized chain keep all of your fund and all the trader are, are in the risk. If the trader don't keep their key, they cannot access their fund. If any centralized chains go down or having lawsuit issue, it's hard for them to retrieve all the money back. Back to the history of two, 2007, 2000, 2014, we all can see the biggest exchange have been down in Japan is empty loss, Mount Ross, and 2017 people can hear the BTCE, one also one of the biggest exchange, centralized biggest exchange now. There is a BitMEX have some issue problem. Um, we we don't know. In the next few days, all the trader fund will be moved out of BitMEX. Or else, what's else? It depends on the market. So have a look. Now we go to the second point. The ransomware used the Trojan to attack the government company. Um, the ransomware is one of the headache thing for all the people nowadays because it's that's a Trojan. So some of the some of the people, some of the user use the company, they don't know how to prevent it, and with the ransomware issue, it's also hard to detect and and now we have a look on the news about the ransomware. Okay, let's see the news here, and A, a study group, the group IP revealed the models. This news 3 hours ago about the ransomware banking poison to the governments and companies. Yes, it's a new time of the ransomware attack emerged in a recent months, raising a red flag among the cybersecurity community and authorities, such as the FBI in the United States. Cybersecurity firm Group IP have one that is come into the form of a Trojan, according to reports published on the May 17. And what's the ransomware one? They want to bail out. And in this article, they say 35 BTC at the total payment in the roadblock attack. Yeah, what is roadblock attack? Roadblock attack is unusually in that it's written assembly and deployed using the PowerShell and shell code. The malicious code is stored in the XML file, and if the victim they want to retrieve the data, they need to pay. And in this article, they say they need 35 BTC. Yeah, according to the article, Roanoke said that don't doesn't read the stolen data. But this Roanoke is one one kind of look like the storage, and you keep all your sensitive data in, and in the ransomware they keep the key. Yeah, and let me update some ransomware attack. Previously, ransomware group based claimed on the May 19 to have hacked United States act producer Spable, hacking preliminary information on a website to prove that they committed the attack. A ransomware gang called the Red V, Red War, it looks like the Red Evil, recently threatened to release almost 1 terabyte of the private legal secret from the world's biggest music and movie star. Yeah, we also hear this kind of threats from the ransomware. They will release some sensitive information of the victim and want the victim to pay some amount of money. Yeah. Okay, let's moving on with the next discussion point is a BTC activity on the dark web grew by 65% in the first quarter 2020. Test study. Um, yeah. Some of us don't know what is the dark web, what is the hidden web, and that's very interesting thing. And people let me found let me show information to all of us about that news, and then we will discuss about the dark web activity is low. Is so that during the pandemic, the dark web activity people trade. What people doing in dark web? They trade and do a lot of things, such as some drugs, some weapons, something like that. And in the article, in the study, say that the dark web rose 65%. Yeah, what happened? Yes, let's have a look. Let's see what they're doing during the dark web. Yeah, okay. Um, Bitcoin activity on the dark web rose by 65% in the first quarter 2020. This report is study is based on the Restore blockchain analytics unfair figure that show an increased value of the Bitcoin transfer transfer through the dark web to the amount of the Bitcoin were less. And then it's a study from the Crystal Blockchain Analytics on the May 19th showed that the total USD value of the Bitcoin transfer from the dark web 65% in the first quarter of 2020 by decline. According to the report, the total value transaction represent a 340% growth over 3 years. Yeah, the Bitcoin technology firm also revealed that the total amount of received by the darknet side decreased from 64,000 degree disease is decreased. Yes, from 64,000 BTC to 47,000 BTC in the first quarter 2020. This means the transaction is less, but the amount is higher. Yes, and however, the figures show that the term of the amount USD darknet actor received and sent an increased amount of money from the 384 million in the first quarter of 2019 to 100 411 million in the first quarter of 2020. Bitcoin was 3,500 in the first quarter of 2000 uh, and it's and why is in the first quarter of 2020 it's worth quoting around 7,500. Yeah, um, the Bitcoin remain the dominant crypto. Yes, it still remain the dominant crypto. Also worry in the fact that the darknet entity continue to increase in amount of Bitcoin. Yes, next one we consider the use case of the altcoin transaction within the criminal activity. Some of the altcoin they worry about in the dark web they use Bitcoin. Um, as a major transaction. And now in the last of the in the last part of the article, they say alternative coin, the altcoin, and it's also show that some of the other altcoin transaction in in Korea, in South Korea. Yes, okay. Now we can carry on with the next discussion, the main point, the last one. Crypto is the revolution lending developing country to finance yes lending. So let me get the article so we may discuss more about this financial inclusion financial inclusion. Uh, uh, Nowadays, a lot of government they need some aid, they need some bill, and then they use crypto as the finance bailout. Yeah, and so we will have a look on the article. This is a positive article to let us more confident about crypto because crypto some of the government they they the wealthy country they want to lend their fiat, they want to lend their money to the other country, and then what they use they can't bring more money. Yeah, so they use a crypto. This news is happening 9 hours ago, and this one of the this one this yeah this also a nice news. Uh, now I will share the screen for you to have a look at this one, and we will discuss more about this. Okay, and let's start. Let me share let me share the screen for you. Um, okay. Okay, here we all can see the title of a headline, and we discuss about this. Yeah, uh, crypto is the revolution leading developing country to finance inclusion. World region is a fast-growing financial economic potential such as Africa could become the predominant crypto adopter. In Africa, there are so many countries. There's so many countries they use crypto uh, to transfer to do all their crypto activity. And in this article, we see there's a rise to the rise of some countries like the Kenya and it use a crypto account to form overseas worker. They transfer back to their hometown. They use crypto, and the crypto in in this article they says uh, why Africa having why don't is Africa having its own cryptocurrency important of this time of modern to success, and why do we need more than one? Another question to ask: why not just use Bitcoin? It means that some African countries need to issue their own cryptocurrency, issue their own um, CBDC, central bank digital currency. And the answer in the first question lies in the complication of banking, the unbanking, and whether it's even necessary. Over 1.7 billion people global are unbanked. Yes, 1.7 billion of people they don't have any bank account. They don't have anything to 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 keep their money to save their money. So the the answer the answer of the previous question is here, and the answer to the second question, why not just use Bitcoin? Like in the history and of origin Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin research from the Satoshi Nakamoto vision to provide a P2P decentralized financial exchange of value, a vision that was certainly have been realized. The need was clear: a digital currency, trade peer-to-peer that cut out of the middleman, providing direct and fast exchange at a fraction of the cost, has been established and flourished. Yes, and now we go through to the end to say that with this rebase minutes, they trade with each other local vendor for goods and service. The lack of trust, volatility, and inflation seen in Africa currency, more than 40 currencies across the continent, as well as the difficulty in exchange between them, causing the local to seek other tools for holding value that could also be used cross-border. Yes, which brings me back to the story for our children, the young and the young rising entrepreneur in Africa who are not leapfrogging or understanding and usage of cryptocurrency, but who more quickly understand that currency is just about moving value to where one needs is to go, seeking to the highest interoperability between asset and having a suite of options and services available to the facilitate growth and development. Yeah, and now after that we go to have a look on the coin market cap. Um, what's what is the price of the Bitcoin in this early morning, and what we estimate the rank, and Bitcoin is still the number one today as the price now 9,771. Exchange is rise up within 24 hours ago is 0.96%. Yes, and follow up all is the altcoin. We can see the green go up today. Only the Tether USDT still remain at $1. As we discussed earlier, USDT only $1, and we expect in the next few days the Bitcoin may have the sideways, and it's also depend on the some of the news source, some of the people thinking about how's the market going. And I hope you have a nice day. Have a day. And this is just a weekly clip about the crypto digest. And let's go to have a look in the in the chat. Oh, in the YouTube chat. I uh, okay. In the YouTube chat, let's see if anyone can join. I think this early morning, less of the people join our discussion, join our chat, and thanks for your watching our brief news in this early morning. And see you soon. See you tomorrow. If we have some more news, we will have discussion together with this.